yeah. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who run the win, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name, big dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Soon as you sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffee. Money clip by toast that I heard is big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who run the win, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. Bitch, I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch. I'm broke if you ask it. Don't gotta sell it, most of y'all is roll this broken wrist as long as it is foreign. Heard you want it cause the yams enormous. What's an ass? She is a gorgeous. Live my life last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know when knocking on the door. This came in, I came in, I came in. Did it like the Porsches coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who run the win, yeah. 10 again, okay, alright. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who run the win, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10, 10, 10, yeah. Yeah. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who run the win, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name, big dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Soon as you sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffee. Money clip by toast that I heard is big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who run the win, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. Bitch, I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch. I'm broke if you ask it. Don't gotta sell it, most of y'all is roll this broken wrist as long as it is foreign. Heard you want it cause the yams enormous. What's an ass? She is a gorgeous. Live my life last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know when knocking on the door. This came in, I came in, I came in. Did it like the Porsches coming in. Yeah, flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who run the win, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, okay, alright. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who run the win, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10, 10, 10, yeah.
Hey y'all.
What's up,
How do you do? For some reason I'm WhatsApping. Why is it click? Oh, there. Yeah, I know. Got it. Think. Anyway, anywho, how are we doing today, guys? Hey y'all. So I'm gonna go look now. So I'm looking now. I'm gonna try to pull the chat up. So we can keep this thing going.
What's up, Bomb Squad? This DC KOOLAID and
Lisa.
make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Asian, you ain't dunking nobody. You ain't better catch me.
Wait, what?
She's gonna dunk me in the pool today.
Oh, y'all so bad.
Make sure y'all hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all do that first. We appreciate it. Share this live stream right now so we can get some more people up in here and some new subscribers to come up in here. What's up, Shamita? What's up, Marguerite? Shamita, Shamita don't need to go to a safari zoo, nothing no more. They was at the thing screaming like they was at a haunted house.
Yeah, super.
Yeah, I was in there trying to get ready to leave out of here at the same time, watching them scared at the ostrich and the deers and stuff.
What? Don't be scared of animals. It is their world. We just live in it.
They were screaming, like literally screaming.
Well, I'll tell y'all, I'm not. Like I said, y'all know I ain't scared of much because I don't go where they live.
They was
You
in
know
the
what I mean?
car screaming.
So my thing is this.
They had food to feed them, but they scared.
Some people are scared of animals because animals are unpredictable. Animals don't have something inside of them telling
Some little
what's
diamonds.
right and what's wrong. Animals don't have something inside of them telling them, don't bite this person, don't scratch this person, don't maul this person. To an animal, you are either food, shelter, or enemy. So a lot of people are scared of animals because they don't have what we have, the ability to say, I shouldn't hurt this person. Because to them, it's not hurting. You're a new person in their situation. And either you're food or you're trying to hurt them. I understand why people are scared of animals.
What's up, Nani Nuggets?
Yeah, I get that. All right, how we doing? Hi, Noni. Hi, Shamina. Hey, Marguerite. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? So, this is not gonna be a super long.
If
Real
you want
talk.
to get on
And
the panel and chime in, you're welcome to get on with
y'all
us.
see my mud flap girl?
Don't be
Y'all want to
afraid.
see my tattoos
I
on
don't want
that?
to see your mud flap, girl.
I'm gonna get her redone though. I'm gonna get her recolored because she's supposed to be a rainbow, and I'm gonna get her kind of cleaned up. So when I went and got my mud flap girl, so hear me, because yes,
There
I
she
was
go.
raised in Alabama. So the mud flap girl was just like that one thing, that one iconic Southern, you know what it is. It's the mud flap girl, you know. And I just used her up. She's supposed to be rainbow, but as you can see, I don't know what wipe off watercolors the boy did my tattoo with. He didn't even know what a mud flap girl was, so I guess I can't be beggars, can't be choosers. But I'm gonna get it all fixed up. We might start doing like tattoo vlogs because it's time and I have so much skin. You know, Nick won one, so it's okay if we say it's okay. And I'm supposed to get it for him for his birthday or Christmas, one of them. So he might just get 2 for his birthday, 1 for his 16th, because that was his big present for his birthday. It's supposed to be a tattoo, just ain't really got it because shit happened. So I might have to give him 2. I might have to, double up on that, but it is what it is. All right, so as you can see, the title, the thing is, we have the baby, Lil Nas and T.I. But my thing is this. Here was my subject for the day. And I wanted it to be a little bit later because sometimes, and everybody has opinions, everybody has their thoughts on something, and sometimes it's okay to share them. Every thought's not positive. Everybody don't always get along. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is this. Sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up. And that's my situation right now. It has been so much going on where people are giving out opinions about this and about that and about people and about this and about that. And everybody's getting all caught up in what, speaking their truth and saying what the fuck ever come to their mind. But here's the thing. I am all for the First Amendment. I'm all for the freedom of speech. Maybe text Nick and let him know get his food.
I can't. I don't have my phone.
Oh shit. My bad.
I just
I forgot what I was about to say. I'm all for that. I'm all for freedom of speech. Say what you gotta say. All of it. But here's the thing. It's one thing to have differing opinions on a subject. It's one thing for you and someone else not to agree. It's one thing for you to want to put your 2 cents in. Everybody do. Hell, I'm doing it right now. I would be hypocritical to sit up there and say that people can't say what the hell they want to say when the hell they want to say it. But I'm also in the same school of sometimes we just need to shift. And here's why. Not all my opinions are popular. Y'all hear that hound dog we got in the background? Y'all hear that big bruiser? Y'all hear Big Billy back there making all that noise? He is a fluffy mop. Who's he barking at? Anyway. So I would be hypocritical to sit up there and say, you know, don't speak your truth. Don't say what's on your mind. However, sometimes we all just need to shut the fuck up. I have that desire. So I don't say anything. When I know I don't have anything positive to add, when I know that most of the things I'm going to say out of my mouth has a cuss word attached to it, if I know that the only thing I can think of is being mean and ugly to somebody, I shut the fuck up. I don't put it out there on my platform. I don't, I shut the fuck up. But now, what's going on right now, everybody has an opinion. Everybody got an opinion. The Olympics is going on. Everybody got an opinion. DABABY, everybody got an opinion. T.I., Lil Nas, everybody got an opinion. But sometimes it is in your best interest to shit. Don't bring attention to yourself. Don't add unwanted, unnecessary attention. And let me let y'all in a little secret. There used to be an old adage, say, what's, you know how they used to say what's the thing when you talk about when you're an actor or famous, any attention is good attention? That's just not how it is now in the cancel culture and in the age of of worldwide media, universal media. Shit, it's probably some people from outer space looking at us just depressed that this is the only land they got to take over. Just look at that. Like, they're looking down at Earth going, this is some bullshit. I don't even want to invade them. So in this day and time, sometimes you should shit do for good. We're going to start with Nas, T.I., DABABY thing because we're just going to start there. Once Nas X came out, he came out. He didn't just come out the closet. He put on every piece of pride paraphernalia he owned, and he flew out that bitch like the most fabulous rainbow unicorn riding on a glitter shit fart that he could be. And I'm cool with it. That's your truth. That's how he came out. That's how he did the damn thing. But now everybody has an opinion on his sexuality and on his videos and how he represents himself. And that's cool. That's cool. But sometimes you should shit the fuck up. Even in the positivity, sometimes you just should shut up.
Stop saying that. Stop.
Because you should. So DABABY gets on stage and he's homophobic. Or I don't know if homophobic is the right word, because we always say homophobic, and a phobia is an irrational fear or something. That's that homophobia, arachnophobia, all these are irrational fears of something. And there's a phobia for just about everything. I don't think it is so much of an irrational fear about homosexuality as it is that we are giving our opinion about subjects that have nothing to do with us. Because how somebody gets down in a bed, how you have sex with somebody, how you bust, is up to you. It's 100% a personal, private choice. And it has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not you're having sex with a same-sex partner or a different sex. It is just how you have sex. And we put too much on that. We politicize things that are not political. We demonize things that have nothing to do with us. And that's when it comes to sexuality. So, for lack of a better term, I don't have any better term than homophobia. We're going to use homophobia. So, during his time on stage, he equates AIDS with homosexuality. People perform fellatio in the parking lot, things like that. None of that added to the experience of DABABY. I'm not gonna sit up there and lie and say I ain't rocked out to his little songs. The little Suge song he had. I'm all for the little baby. I'm all for that. But if it doesn't add to your experience, if it is just to incite some kind of reaction from people, then why do it? Him speaking the way he spoke and what he said had absolutely nothing to do with his songs and his experience. He's not a gay man. He doesn't float in that world. He may have people you know that are gay or whatever, whoop-de-whoop, but that's not your thing, baby. And you adding something and you speaking like that says more about you than who you're speaking on. I wish people would understand that. When you come out of the pocket on somebody for no reason because they're different than you, that says more about you than it does about the people you're talking about. When racists rail against people of a different color or ethnicity or traditional background or sexuality, that says about them, not about the person they're talking about. So in the instance, if it doesn't bring anything, if it doesn't have any musical value, it doesn't bring anything to your performance, and it's hurtful, because that can hurt somebody. That can hurt somebody's feelings. That could, it's just, come on, that's not necessary. It is this time that it's like we're not moving forward. We're not moving forward. It's like we're not progressing. It's like we get stuck and we like to see. It's ridiculous. It's 2021. Why are we still trying to shame people about their sexuality? Why are we using that as a point of laughter, of comedy, and not in a funny way? Wasn't necessary. And it made me look at his little song. I might not rush to play his little songs like I used to. Every now and again, you know, I used to need a little DABABY. And because you took it upon yourself to insinuate yourself into a situation that wasn't for you, now people can kind of look at you sideways. And you don't have to listen to me. I'm nobody. I'm a little YouTuber who every night who has real talk. And it's just real talk. I'm somebody's mama. One day I'll be somebody's grandmama. I act like somebody's great grandmama. This ain't necessary. I like my good hood music. I love my beats. I love my thug. I want to get talk shit. But when you just go out of pocket for no reason, come on, baby, that wasn't necessary. That wasn't necessary for you to say at all. So now everybody wants to have an opinion, and celebrities and other people want to get into it. So we have T.I., and I heard what he said. And I was like, he's right. I listened to the little snippet, the little thing that he said, and he's correct. Nas X videos were not for him. They're not for everybody. I haven't watched the whole video. Not because it bothers my sensibilities. Just not my cup, just not my thing. I understood what he said when he said, I don't want my kids to see that. I don't want my kids to see what. I get that. My only issue with that is that if you think that you not wanting your children to see something that you deem inappropriate is going to keep them from seeing it, and how traversely they're going to learn something from it, you're incorrect. What they're going to do is go search out the things that you make taboo, and they're not going to have any context, nor are they going to have any background to understand what they're watching. Allow your kids to understand the things that are going on in the world, because guess what? You're never going to be able to show your kids 100% beauty. You're never going to be able to show your kids 100% goodness. You're never going to be able to show your kids any of that. The only thing you can give your kids is give them the ability to understand the differences. So that I can understand how you don't want them to watch it, but like I'm saying, give them the ability to understand it should they watch it. But I can understand. I was agreeing with that. I agree when he said it wasn't for him. Wasn't that he just wasn't for him. I agree with all that. But here's the thing. Everything I just said before but was negated when I said but. When you are stating something, state it and go on. Don't say I believe in this but. You can't equate Lil Nas X's sexuality, the inappropriateness or lack thereof of his videos, and the inappropriateness of other videos and sexuality with what DABABY said. They're not equal. DABABY was not speaking his truth when he said what he said. It was unnecessary, and it wasn't a truth, and it wasn't his. You can't equate him wanting to just have some kind of salacious, outrageous moment that people will remember with Nas X coming out and making videos after he came out. And his videos were very sexual. You can't equate that. You can't equate somebody saying they truth with somebody just saying something. You can't say, I appreciate what Lil Nas X, I appreciate him limiting his truth. I appreciate that, but I can understand that. No, because it's not the same. It's not the same. Somebody coming out of the closet, a young person coming out of the closet, hell, an old person finally deciding to live in their truth, finally deciding to be who they are, because they know what will happen, because there is still so much stigma and so much negativity attached to homosexuality. Anybody who decides to come out of their box, anybody who decides to come out of their closet and do it publicly is risking a lot. You can't equate that. We're saying some shit on stage to get people riled up, to get people to clap, to get people to agree with you about this, and the third. You can't do that. And you're not old enough to understand how they used to weaponize AIDS and HIV against the homosexual community. You're not old enough to understand that. See, herein lies the problem. You're not old enough to understand what you're doing. For every group that is ostracized, there is something that can be weaponized against them. When AIDS and HIV came out, when it was at its height, nobody wanted to touch their gay uncles or cousins anymore. Everybody ostracized the gay people, the gay community, even lesbians, even people who were not at its peak. The core victims, you still weaponized this because AIDS at the time was a destructive force. When it first came out, it was taking everybody out. Rich, poor, black, white, young, old, didn't matter. You were gone, and there was no recourse. Millions of people had no idea where they were dying, why so many people were dying from these opportunistic diseases, because that's what you die from. You don't die from AIDS or HIV. You die from the opportunistic disease that comes along because of your compromised immune system. So all these people, including children and women, were dying from things and they didn't understand it. When AIDS came along, it was devastating and it was used as a weapon against the gay community. So you bringing that shit back up now in 2021, that is just irresponsible, especially in the climate now when everybody is using something against somebody. It was unnecessary. And sometimes your opinion needs to be your own. You can have as many as you want, but everybody don't need to hear. I understand that T.I. has a platform, and his platform is to talk about things like that. I get that. But let's be real. You can't equate somebody's truth with somebody's behavior, because it's a difference. Somebody's sexuality coming out, even growing into your heterosexuality. You know how many people out there are still virgins as adults? You know how many kids don't know what's going on when they're approached with the subject of sex? Don't know how to say no. Scared to say no. Scared that people won't like them. Coming out or growing into sexuality, whatever it may be, it's a hard thing. Having an old messed up opinion and just saying some stuff to get people riled up, it's not the same thing. If you're going to talk to him right. If you okay with this boy and what he does, but it's just not for you, you should have said that and left it at that. Don't equate that, because that don't go together. Because I don't think people understand what phobia means. It's a fear. So if you're afraid of homosexuality, that's your business, and I can't tell you what to fear and what not to fear. But what I can tell you is that as long, don't hurt anybody in the process. Maybe I should say that. And my thing with T.I. is this. You got enough on your plate, sir. And I'm going to leave it at that. Now, back to really what got me started with the opinion thing was Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka. These two ladies, beautiful black queens, gorgeous young ladies, athletic, the top. Simone is a GOAT. She is the GOAT, the only GOAT. You can have all the GOAT conversations you want in basketball, football, baseball, tennis, wherever. But she is the GOAT when it comes to gymnastics. Now, maybe her replacement is not born yet, or maybe she just ain't flipped right yet. But she is the GOAT. Period, point blank, end of discussion. And because she decided not to continue in a competition, that's what the Olympics is. I don't care whether or not it's about the United States. I don't care whether or not it's televised. I don't care whether or not the entire world is watching. It is a competition. It is a basketball game. It is a soccer match. It is a softball game. It is a volleyball game. And it is bitches flipping on mats. That is what it is. It is a competition. And guess what? It will end. And when it ends, she'll still be Simone Biles. And people still have an opinion. So she decided for her mental health to opt out of some of the categories. And everybody has an opinion about how she's letting America down, about how she's not strong enough. So she shouldn't have been in there in the first place. And I'm sitting there going, have you really paid attention to the people that are saying this stuff? Very few athletes in the bunch. Because if you do anything, if you have a passion for anything, if you are good at anything, you understand that when it goes bad, it goes bad. If you're a singer and you get up on a stage and can't remember the words to the song you're about to sing, guess what? You're embarrassed, but it won't kill you. But there are times when you can't do it. There are times when you have to say no. This baby was going to a point to where in the middle of a flip, she couldn't tell where she was and she didn't know how she was going to land. And I'm almost positive had she landed wrong, she could have broken her neck. She could have broken her back. She might never walked again. She might never woken up again. And you want to complain about it because it's the Olympics and she's supposed to be doing something for y'all. If she cannot perform the way she wants to perform in a competition and she wants to sit it out so that she won't mess up her team, guess what? That is a brave thing in and of itself. But you sitting up there armchair quarterback and talking about what she should have did and how she should have just pushed through and she's not strong enough and she's not good enough and maybe all that GOAT talk wasn't warranted and maybe you should just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shutting up. Get out there and do a flip. Get out there and do a cartwheel. Hell, get out there and go on the floor like you used to do. And your teacher used to first flip you out. You learn sitting on the floor and flip it over backwards. If you can get out there and do that, then maybe you can say something. But most of y'all ain't seen, most of the people who talking about them now ain't seen their feet in 30 years and they ain't never been pregnant. And you sit up here talking about this baby. Shut up. Everybody always got something to say. Naomi Osaka decided she needed for her mental health to stop doing certain things. So that's what she did. But then people want to complain about her too. Well, what about these pictures she took? Well, what about this she did? Guess what? Her needing to take care of herself has nothing to do with you. Just because she is an athlete, and she is an athlete. She's not an actress or a singer or an actor. She's an athlete. She goes out there and kills herself to be good at a sport for you to watch and then talk shit about. The commentators kill me. And it's always the ones who ain't never played a sport or who couldn't play a sport, well, tried, or who I would have been great, but they messed me up. You know what I'm saying? It's always somebody like that. It's always somebody, it's always the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or the if you can't do teachers that talk about people like that. Then I look like telling that baby she should be flipping or she should be hitting the ball. Hell, what I look like? I get high just watching them. What I look like telling them what they're supposed to be doing? Having an opinion, telling them that they should because the world says they should. The world is watching. So you should just go out there and hurt yourself because we're watching, because we deserve it. It's our right. Now, I'm not 100%. You know what? I'm going to look at some of the comments. And baby, say something. I'm going to look at some of the comments. And I'm going to look up.
I'll put it up here. Hold on.
The definition of rights.
Right. Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. What she was saying was somebody explained it because I read it. I was reading it the other day or yesterday. How another gymnast was explaining it's called the twisties. When you're in the air on a flip and you can't tell where you are in the air or where you're going to land. It's like all of a sudden you go blind and you don't know what you're doing. And when you get like that, it can be disastrous. It can be career ending. It can be life ending. Come on now. But now let me look up rights because people are always screaming about rights with the mask. It's my right not to wear a mask. It's my right to tell you. It's my right to call you out of your name or to be a right. It's my right. You know what? I should have been looked up right, but I'm looking up with y'all. I'm looking up with y'all. Hold on. Let's do this. I'm gonna look this up because I just don't understand. Definition. Okay, the definition of the rights of man. Okay. All right, here's what it says, the rights of man. So I'm assuming when people say it is my right, this is what they're meaning. Rights held to be justifiably belonging to any person, human rights. That's what it say. Let me see. All right, the principles in the Declaration of Independence. Men are born and remain free and equal in rights, which is incorrect, but I digress. Which were specified as the rights of liberty, private property, what word is that? The inviolability of the person and the resistance of oppression. Now, that's the Bill of Rights. So everybody says it is my right as an American for you to it is my right to not wear a mask, to be a racist, for people to hurt themselves for my entertainment. These are my rights. This is what you're saying. That's what you got. It's her right not to kill herself. It's her right to say when she's had enough. It is her right to sit down somewhere if she needs to get somewhere and sit down. And it is your right to shut up. Shut up. Sometimes we just need to sit down and shut up. Sometimes, now, because I'm all for the sometimes. Sometimes you need to cut somebody out. Sometimes there is a manager or a coworker or a sibling or just this person that coworker. I say coworker. There's somebody that needs to be cussed out. There's always that one person at your job, one person in your family, one person at your church. I'm not going to leave church out because y'all think because y'all in church and the Lord says that he don't want to cuss some of y'all. Just sitting in his building line. But I digress again. I believe it. I believe that sometimes you need to cuss somebody out. I also believe sometimes you need to shut up and don't say nothing. It's not for you to speak on. It is not for you to speak on. Yeah. Whether or not that baby wants to get up, whether or not she wants to not flip again, it is not for you to speak on. If that baby don't want to hit another ball in her lifetime, it is not for you to speak on. But what kills me is when people are speaking about rights. They won't speak up for people's rights, but they'll tell you all about theirs. You ever notice that? It is my First Amendment right to say whatever I want to say. However, you won't speak up for others when they need it. You have a voice for everything and everybody, except the people that need it. Small mouths Naomi Osaka, anybody else who sat down, they don't need you to speak up for them, negatively or positively. Sometimes it's just better to shut up. If you're not going to say anything, shut up. If you're trying to figure, when you really need to shut up? When you're straddling a fence, when you don't pick a side. That's when you really need to shut up. You try to make everybody happy. I try not to, I don't want to shift the boat. I don't want to make no waves. So let me say something that means nothing while I'm sitting on this fence. Pick a side. Don't say, yeah, it's okay. At the same time you're saying, but that's okay too. No, it's not. Everything ain't okay. Both of them ain't okay. I see your point, but it ain't okay. Not with me anyway. So all I'm saying, y'all, is that sometimes you just gotta shut up. Hold on. Go ahead, Asia. Hold on. Obviously, God watches us all helping from whatever purpose. Church and God's word is His guidance here. Duh. Already the book. And been in the book drug testing your company can mandate it. You can quit. Wait a minute, I must have missed them. I don't know. Oh, go ahead, Asia. What she wants? Type what you want to say. Right, you're saying that. I can't play. Oh, okay. They got a whole. I never choose to be a big, sexy, heterosexual man. Heterosexual. I don't think. Okay, I know what that means. Okay. Let's take a little Richard, for example. He was gay. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go. Hold on. I don't know. The baby was to OGs and hip hop streets. It's like everyone. Okay. I'm gonna speak up and let their voice be heard. It's just yeah, man, I'm gay. Then man, I'm gay, and I'm making it. Yeah, probably. Yeah, because he's moralist, evil clown.
She said the baby is gaslighting. You know what the baby doing.
Oh.
That's what Asia talking about.
Oh, yeah. Well, all I'm saying. I was going back up to read and see what y'all were talking about. Okay. That's another thing when people get whoever this person was earlier talking about Nas X was moralist and things like that. Who decides morals? Who decides what is moral and what is not? And not to say, here's the thing. Yeah, who decides that? Who decides that he's moralist? Because those are videos, those are artistic interpretations of what is coming out of his brain. Nothing in the video was realistic. I haven't seen the second video, so I don't know. I'm just talking about the one where he did the stripper pole down to the devil. I remember that one. I haven't seen it all. I just seen certain snippets of it. That's because I just just played the song too much. So any song, even one songs I like, if you play it too much, I start listening to it. All I heard was hell. I didn't even know I knew the song. Tell me what you want. Tell me. I didn't even know I knew the little song.
What song is
So,
that?
but those artists have been making visual representations of thoughts in their heads forever, and most of them are not in reality, but they convey a feeling or an emotion that sometimes you don't have the words for. When he came out, I'm assuming, this is just my interpretation, not my assumption, it's just my interpretation. When he came out, he decided to come out. Some people come out quietly, some people walk out, some people tiptoe out, some people, shh, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? He decided to come out, he went out. He was like, this is all, I'm putting it all out, I'm coming, and you can like it or not. Yeah, I be. And that's okay. What he's doing doesn't affect me in any way whatsoever. It doesn't affect anyone unless people. I grew up, the whole TV makes you do it thing. I grew up watching horror movies. When I grew up, there weren't a whole lot of thriller, thematic, theatrical horror movies. They were slashers and creature features, stuff like that. Stuff to make you jump and make you go, It was The Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula, the werewolf, the mummy, Frankenstein. Wasn't a lot. I grew up watching The Godfather and Scarface. I grew up watching people killing people and hell now. I'm all about a good serial killer. Not once have I wanted. Not one time has TV made me get up and do anything. That video and any videos like that one, WAP, few of what's the girl name? Megan Thee Stallion. Hi. Excuse me. City Girls, all of them. Them videos can't make you do anything. They can't. If that ain't how your boat go, guess what? They can't do nothing with it. If that is not what floats your boat will not move when that video comes on. If that is not what floats your boat, you watching 3,000 people get killed on the TV will not move your boat. You watching porn. If you are not a gay person, if you're not a gay man or a lesbian, you watching men having sex and women having sex with each other will not flip your switch. If that's not what you like. You attaching morals to it because you didn't like the way the video went or because you don't like what the video says. That's a video. That's not his autobiography. It's told by Lil Nas or it's told by Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B. That's not their autobiographies. That's not a work of lit. That is their art. That is a video filmed in a studio where most of it was on a green screen behind the little boy. It's not real. I didn't have videos from Nick when growing up. I told him what was real and what wasn't, what could happen and what couldn't. Does this scare you? If so, why? Everything was a lesson. It taught him something, or it taught me something, or it entertained me in some way. But it does not change who and what I am. Yes, they use Lil Nas, all of them use that. Think about it. What are we doing right now? Talking about Lil Nas. When WAP came out, what were we doing? Talking about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Come on now. People have put out provocative, thought-provoking sexual videos since videos started coming out. People have been using imagery, idolatry, everything. Since TV has become a thing, since movies have started being made. Nobody gonna make something ain't nobody gonna watch. But that ain't real. That's not your life. That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. You talking, people talking, and not shutting up. But you're not realizing that this has no effect on your life whatsoever. That video, all the videos like that, all the videos to come, every song, every porno, every horror movie, every action movie, that has nothing to do with your real day-to-day life. Debbie Does Dallas, the Exorcist, the Scarface has nothing to do with you paying your bills, feeding your family, and taking care of yourself. So why is your opinion so strong on it when it happens? That's what I don't get. I don't get. We have all these strong opinions, and it's never. Hey, let's come to the table and let's see what we can do. Let's talk about the video. Let's talk about the imagery. Let's talk about what it puts out there. It's never that. It's just that. Oh, that's immoral. He's just. Well, boy, come. I don't care. That's his attention, whether good or bad. That's what they do now. If y'all think the baby believed anything he said, no, it's called gaslighting. Any attention. That's what I'm saying. Any attention is good. But it's not. It's not, because right then and there, it turned me off from the baby. And maybe because I'm grown. And see, these are my opinions. And I'm putting them on my platform. And don't nobody have to listen to them. And I'm cool with that. See, you not listening to my opinions or agreeing with me or anything doesn't affect me. So I'm not mad about that, because I know everybody is different. Everybody comes in situations differently, and I'm not for everybody, and I'm cool with that. I am more than cool with that. I am cool with being a limited edition. I am cool with not being everybody's cup of tea. Because it's not why I'm very cool with that. But my thing is this. I haven't watched to give you the understanding of what I'm trying to say is this. I don't want to listen to the baby's little songs no more. And while I am just one person, I am one person. I feel some kind of way when an R. Kelly song come on. Because even if one girl did what he said, I feel some kind of way when I hear T.I. song. Because if one girl did or did what she said, that's all I'm saying. Sometimes we just need to shut up. Sometimes we need to go. You know what? He ain't for me, but I'm cool with the little boy giving out his thing. That's it.
Look what he's reading.
A lot of people believe that you can be tricked or made to be gay. It's just not so that they are not basing their pain. I don't understand why people believe that. I don't understand why people ever believe that. It's not like it's not. If you don't like a certain thing, No, I'm not say that because foods and things like that, you can be made to you can try them. You can tweak the recipe and maybe I don't like okra like this, but I do like it fried. You know what I'm saying? But something that is as personal as your sexuality, how can you make somebody gay? People always assume that when lesbians come out later in life, it was because they were molested or assaulted, or hell, it was because men was doing them bad. No, you have to like to. You do know you have to have sex with somebody, right? Y'all do understand that. Y'all do understand that just because a man is effeminate doesn't mean he's homosexual, and just because a woman is kind of hard don't mean she's gay. Doesn't mean she's a lesbian. You have to actually like to have the sex with the person. You actually like to have the. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You gotta like it.
Read.
You can't just want to dress like a butch or wear makeup like a girl. You gotta want to. It's a sexual aspect to your sexuality. Can't nobody trick you. If you strictly diggling, can't nobody trick you into no coochie.
He said, remember T.I. the song Tip Drill? Was he thinking about? What was he thinking about?
Nelly? That was Nelly.
He said T.I.
Nelly was thinking about strippers and ass. That's all he was thinking about.
No, he think T.I. had that song.
No. I don't think T.I. had any overtly sexual songs. I don't remember T.I. having overt. That was Ludacris and Nelly back then. That was pussy popping on a handstand, and T.I. and Nelly was tip drilling, and Luda was pee popping on a handstand. But I don't remember. T.I. was more a trap dude. I mean, I'm sure there was some misogyny in there somewhere because misogyny is rampant in music, but not just rap, but it's just it is. They sexualize women a lot more in music than they do men.
Read that one.
Maybe where it said triple it says he can care less about what people listening anymore. Well, I mean, that's true. I mean, if that's how you get it, if that's how you want to get it, get how you live it. But my thing is that eventually, everybody dies down if they don't have any content to roll with it. Think about YouTube. Think about it. You have people that have millions of followers, but only 200-300 views. So nobody want to watch their stuff. It just ain't click the unfollow button. You got people that got thousands of followers and got millions of views. It's all about your content. Eventually, people will stop looking at you. Eventually, people will stop listening to what you're saying. Eventually, if you have nothing to back it up, people will find somebody to replace you because people don't understand you are replaceable. DaBaby is not irreplaceable. He is not an irreplaceable fixture in the hip hop genre. He's not irreplaceable. He is not so groundbreaking and GOAT worthy that he cannot be replaced because he replaced somebody. And not having any content or anything to back up your name, eventually people will get tired of just your name and the dumb stuff that come out your mouth. So that's my thing. My thing is longevity. Look at the people who have longevity in this game. Look at the people who are still there. Look at the differences in the people that don't have any talent to back up their thing, and now they got to do other shit, as opposed to people that have the talent and don't have to do nothing but that. Eventually, people will get tired of you doing stuff just for attention. Like I said, sometimes you got to shut. Everybody don't need your backhanded not really compliment. I guess they call it microaggressions now. You're a little nice, nasty. Everybody don't need that. Everybody don't need your, oh yeah, but everybody don't need that. My bad. Everybody don't need that. You know what we need? People being okay. People talking stuff out. We need varying opinions. We need a coming together of minds. We need people to disagree because the world would be boring if everybody thought the same. But I did say something that I wish that more people would grasp. I wish that more people would hear things like this. Just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean I hate you. Just because we're different doesn't mean I hate you. And doesn't mean you should hate someone. He did say that. Just because I'm black. Just because I'm proud of being black doesn't mean I hate you because you're white. Just because I'm proud of being gay doesn't mean I hate you because you're straight. Just because I'm proud of being a woman doesn't mean I hate you because you're a man. It just means we're different. Just because we disagree doesn't mean I hate you. It just means we have different opinions on the same subject. And that's what I wish would go on. Shut up. Stop. Take a breath. Think before you speak. Sometimes. Not all the time. Like I said, y'all know I'm a proponent of the pop off. Ask my wife. If she won't have to pull off before I say something out my damn mouth. She won't have to hit me with the Like a little kid. You sure? You sure I can't cuss them out? You sure? Can I say a cuss word? That's why I be like a little kid. Can I say a cuss word? Can I say a cuss word? But I'm just saying. Jimmy. This is what time? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. It's time you to go to bed, y'all. But okay. Wait. Yes, that was everything. See, that was a moment. Now she did. Now that was a cuss out. Now that was a very, very diplomatic cuss out. That was a very boardroom cuss out. But it was a cuss out nonetheless. When she told her to go pray to her white Jesus and make wishes to her white Santa Claus, I almost died. Oh, it was amazing. See, that is the example I'm giving you. Sometimes when I say sometimes, you just need. Now I don't literally mean you necessarily mean cuss them out, but sometimes you just need to do what you gotta do. I think so. The Jada, I think the footage is. It wasn't a rant. It was a part of. He was in Rolling Loud. The baby was on Rolling Loud, and he just got up in the middle of one of his songs or the end of one of his songs. During his set, he started saying off the wall stuff about people performing fellatio in the parking lot and spreading AIDS and stuff like that. It just was unnecessary. But I think it should be on his somewhere. Yeah, that Megan See, Megyn Kelly is the everybody knows Jesus is white, everybody knows Santa Claus is white lady. Yeah. She is the epitome of sometimes you just need to shut up. Actually, Fox News ended up herself. She's not on Fox News anymore, but she is the epitome of sometimes you just need to shut up. Yeah, sure is. You welcome, Jay. Uh-huh. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Right. See, that's another thing. People are always talking about kids and their sexuality and they shouldn't be exposed to homosexuality because it's going to make them gay. No, what you're going to do is expose already gay children to people that look like them. You're going to, people need, when you look at television, the movies, music, art, in any way, people like to see themselves represented. I love to see beautiful Black men and women. And you know, I'm kind of like, I love to see beautiful women. I love to see people who can sing. I love to see people that are like me. And that's what people want. They want representation. I don't want my children to see gayness because that's going to make them gay. I don't want my son to play with Barbie dolls because he's going to be gay. I don't want my daughter to play with trucks or play sports because she's going to be. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. You either are or you're not. You're either gay or you're straight. You're Black or you're white. Now you can go transracial and you can pray the gay away, but the reality is you're either gay or straight. You're either Black or white. It is what it is. Can't nobody make you gay. You gotta be there. It's just like, can't nobody make somebody feel like they're not in the right body. Have you ever felt like something wasn't right? And I'm thinking something as innocuous as the size of the shoes that you wear. You have always worn an 8. Every shoe in your closet is an 8. You got a perfect 8 foot. And then you saw this pair of shoes. You bought it in your regular size 8. And you said, I don't even have to try these on because I wear it. You get them home, you put them on, and they're on, but they ain't quite comfortable. They're a little tight. They rub you wrong. Just because you've been doing something the whole time, when you're uncomfortable, doesn't mean you can't change it. If you don't feel like you, if you don't like, I don't like the gray hair that is not, if my hair was all the way gray, I wouldn't dye it. But I don't like the fact that I got a patch of, no, that's right here. I got a patch of black right here. I got a patch of gray here and got a patch of black. So I dyed. I don't feel comfortable with my gay hair. My hair ain't gay. Well, it is gay. It is gay. And I think next Pride is going to be gayer. I'm going to rainbow it. I don't feel comfortable with it, so I change it. I don't feel comfortable. People get into this thing that people can't feel better about themselves to change things. Fuck. I'm sorry. You can't make somebody gay. You can make somebody hide in a closet. You can make somebody deny who they are. You can make somebody uncomfortable in their own skin. You can make somebody feel bad about themselves, but you cannot make them gay. Just like you cannot make them straight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You cannot make a person who doesn't feel right the way they are on the outside. because it makes you uncomfortable if they change it. That's what you can't do. You can't put what's on you, what's yours, onto somebody else. You got opinions and feelings and shit about what's personal to them, keep it to yourself. Because I'm sure that's what you want other people to do for you. I am sure that everybody in the chat has something they don't want somebody to know they do or they like or whatever. And they don't want me to put mine on theirs. And I'm cool with that. We got to stop putting our stuff on somebody else. We got to stop putting our preconceived notions on the other people. We got to stop putting what we feel our right to say is on somebody else. If you are not gay, then don't be gay. If you are not trans, don't be trans. But don't sit up there and talk about people negatively and derogatorily. You know what I mean? Because you don't agree. What the hell you gotta agree for? Who are you? Why do you have to agree with somebody else's lifestyle, the way they live, or the way they want to live? Why do you have to agree with it? Why do you have to agree with it? Why do you have to agree with anybody? Why is your approval necessary for people? What is your approval necessary for me to live my life? Why? Why should I look to you when you want to change me to be what you want me to be? You want me in a box that is in your mind that everything is supposed to be in this certain way and this certain thing. And if I'm not it, then it is your right to tell me what I should do with myself because you feel like it. You do who saw? Because I'm just, yeah. It kills me. You don't agree with this. Well, don't do it. I don't like somebody. I don't do it. I don't like you. I don't watch your videos. I don't thumbs up. I don't say hello. I don't do nothing. I can walk in your house. Let me tell you how much I not say nothing. I can walk in your house right now and not speak one word to you. You invited DC. She ain't going nowhere without me. I ain't gotta be. All I gotta do is not be rude. I can sit in your house just like this for hours. And guess what? Your house will still be standing. You still going to your job, getting your car, eating out your refrigerator. My approval was not necessary. And it didn't stop my no show. I get that the whole any attention is good attention and even negative is good. And it's not. It's not. If nothing else, you can see what negative opinions and views do to people. Every week we are inundated with young people who kill themselves because they're being bullied for one thing or another, because people express their opinions about how they should do what they do. You don't think about that. Words have power. And if you just out there willy-nilly putting out negativity and not caring where it lands and not caring what it does, your opinion about somebody else is not needed. Especially, I don't like the way you live your life. I don't appreciate your homosexuality. Please don't show me your videos. Please don't don't flaunt your homosexuality in front of people, in front of me. I don't want my children to see that. I don't want to see that. I can't stand when a man looks like a woman or a woman looks like a man. I don't like it. It hurts my delicate sensibilities. Huh? Look here. Sometimes we just need to shut up. And sometimes we need to tell other people to shut up. We need to tell our friends that we sit in there and ignore and look at and know they're about to say something out their mouth because it's the people we don't put on speakerphone. I'm one of them, by the way. Don't put me on speakerphone because I'm going to ask before I start talking. And if I start to come, if you pick up the phone and the first thing you hear in your phone is, bitch, please, please, please click speakerphone because I'm about to talk about somebody. Anybody. Could be anybody. What? Here. I am a fervent believer in let live and do your thing if it don't hurt nobody. I am a fervent believer in beautiful women. I mean, in beautiful men and strong women. I am a firm believer in gay and straight. I'm a firm believer in living your truth, living your bliss. I'm a firm believer in all that. Hold on. Can't see. Please come to my in-laws with me, please. You have to. There's a level of zen that I learned from my sister because she the one taught me about sitting up in somebody's house without saying it. But there's a level of zen you got to get to when you will sit in somebody's house and won't speak a word.
She said,
and then when somebody speaks to you, you hit them with the. Hit them with the face. Come on, man.
I keep missing this.
I am a firm believer in living your truth, living your bliss. If you like the dress, put it on. If you like the pants, put them on. If old girls want to wear them Stacey Adams, baby, better get you some slick socks because them shoes are a little tight sometimes. I'm a firm believer, and if you look good in some stilettos, put them on. I don't give a damn what else you got going with the stilettos. I'm a firm believer in everything that's positive and that's happy. It's enough negativity and happiness in the world. Excuse me, y'all. Oh shit. Ain't it? They sure. You better go and tell them something. My bad. They were. Women didn't wear high heels and holes. That was men. Men wore high heels. They wore pantyhose. They wore makeup. They wore wigs. We decide. Everybody, there's no such thing. These strict gender norms, these boys wear blue, girls wear pink, girls play with Barbie, boys play with trucks. These strict, linear, no deviation norms are ridiculous. And because I'm girly, but at the same time, right? Because there's no set way to be. You can be girly. You can be girly. You can have your face beat to the gods and still want to get behind the wheel of an 18-wheeler.
They do it.
You can be hard as hell, but still sit in your house with your teacup chihuahua. Like this. Dog ain't no bigger than my glasses. Your big-headed ass just sitting up there with Fluffy, looking crazy, petting him with one finger because it's how big your hand is compared to the dog. But there's no set. Big boy don't have to have no rock collar, and grandmama don't have to have no shih tzu. Big daddy don't have to ride his motorcycle. And big mama don't have to knit. Because guess what? Just as many men like to knit, as women like to ride motorcycles, as women like big dogs, as men like little dogs, as men like to wear pink, as women like the color blue. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is just stuck. And we get stuck with that. Why can't you do both? Why can't you be everything? And why do people have a problem with that? The world would suck if we all looked alike. The world would suck if we all thought alike. Nobody would grow. Nobody would advance because everybody would think that this is okay and okay is good enough. But that's not how it works. We grow, we advance, we learn by learning from people that are different than we are, by learning from other cultures, traditions, everything. That's how we grow, and that's how, as a people, that's how we move forward. You get stuck. America is stuck. What got me was we're stuck. When people speak out against racism, people start talking about patriotism like they're the same thing. They're not. But racism is so ingrained in America that people think that you are talking against patriotism. Do you understand what I'm saying, y'all? When you don't embrace the differences, when you don't just love your fellow man, you are stuck. When you try to get everybody over to your side, you are stuck. When you try to make everybody look alike, you are stuck. And you suck. That was Adolf Hitler's dream, for everybody to look alike. Blue eyes, blonde hair, pale skin. When somebody wants something so, do you understand what I'm saying? The differences are the joy, the colors. Can you imagine a rainbow just white? Or just black? Can you imagine going into the store to shop for your clothes, and the only thing in there is button-down shirts and khaki pants and khaki skirts, because women can't wear pants? Do you understand? Are y'all getting what I'm saying? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? World, everybody has an opinion on just about everything there is. But not every opinion is supposed to be heard by somebody other than the person thinking. And that's what I'm trying to say. Not every opinion. Your opinion is not always the right one, and it's not always the wrong one. Sometimes there's no right and wrong in a situation. There's just varying degrees of a situation. Sometimes there is no right and no wrong. Sometimes it's just you look at it this way and I look at it that way. Killing somebody is an illegal until you're on death row. Murder is wrong until you're on death row. Wrong and right are relative and in the eye of the person that wants you to see shit their way. Morals are in the person who wants you to have their morals. When people start hollering morals and things like that, they want you to look at things from their point of view because their point of view is right and it's morally right. And when you start saying moral, so people can feel a certain kind of way because they're not acting intrinsically right. But not everybody's right is right. And not everybody's wrong is wrong. Now, there are some universal wrongs and there are some universal rights. But there are a whole lot more maybes in between. So that, my loves, was why the title of it was what it was. Sometimes we just need to shed. Thank you so much for joining me. I would like to thank all my moderators. I got to look at the thing, y'all, because I'm thank people. Okay. All right. I want to thank everybody who came in today. Asia, Shamita, the Diamonds, Noni Nuggets, I like that name. Even James. Different opinion. Don't mean it's right, just ain't mine. Janice and Violet and Ella. Hey, I didn't see you, sorry.
Steve and Leilani.
I ain't got down there. Oh, where's Leilani? Let me see Leilani. Huh. Janice and Violet and Ellis and
you way up top.
And Steve McRae Manager.
Steve is Hood.
Oh, I know. Thick and meaty. I just saw Thick and meaty. Tasty Mafia. Hey, Tasty. All right, Yolanda. I'm trying to say hey to everybody, y'all. Strawberry Kisses, y'all. All right. I think I said hey to everybody. I think I did. Okay. All right. And hopefully I did not miss you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Everybody has an opinion. We're on YouTube. It's full of it. And there's nothing wrong with expressing your opinion sometimes. But sometimes it's also cool to just shut the fuck up. Everybody don't need your negativity, baby. Everybody don't need the salaciousness. Everybody doesn't need the derogatory. Now, if you want to shout some happiness from the rooftops, shout away. But everybody don't need your bad day. Sometimes we really got to rethink that. We got to just think about what we're saying and not say it. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Hit that like button. If you're watching this in the replay and you haven't already hit that like button, hit that like button for me. I can feel you doing it. I can feel, oh. I felt it. It was good. Comment down below. Like I said, I'm all about opinions and I'm all about varying opinions. So comment whether you agree, whether you don't agree. Comment whatever you want to comment down there. What you want to talk about next. What else? If you just hitting this and you see this on your little timeline, I don't know what they call it when your videos pop up. If you see this and you hit it and you like it, subscribe. Come on, subscribe so you can hear some more. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that every time we drop a video or go live, you guys can join us. Tomorrow is Sunday, and Sunday is bingo. Sunday fun day. So we'll have bingo tomorrow night, I think. No. Yeah, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being here for Real Talk. This is your girl, Lisa.
Yeah, and DC KOOLAID.
And we
Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB who run away, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, yeah. Station name, big dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Soon as you sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffin. Money clip I tossed that I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB who run away, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. Bitch, I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch. I'm broke if you asking. Don't gotta sell them, most of y'all is flawless. Broken whistles longer than it's foreign. Heard you want it cause the yams enormous. What's an ass? Since she isn't gorgeous. Live my life last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know when knocking on the door. This came in, I came in. Did it like the Porsches coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah, LABB, who we running with? Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah, LABB, who we running with? Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10, 10, 10. Yeah.